Hi, it's Gail with Traders Help Desk, and right now it's 7:32 a.m. and you can see we just had this signal come out on the British pound, and the minimum time is 1 hour, and the strike or the price that we need to target is 25.53. So the first thing that I'm going to do is bring up the British pound chart, and you can see I have one here. And remember, the strike price is 25.53. So the closest to that price is 25.48. Okay, so I'm looking at this one, and I'm looking also at the stochastics, and you can see this is the stochastics in Nadex, and it's telling me that this market is overextended. Now this bar just started forming, and I could actually enter this binary for $51.75. So I'm going to go ahead and order this, and the max loss is $47.75. I'm going to just trade one contract and place the order. Now in this case, I'm not going to wait for the price bar to come down below this strike. In other words, I'm going to enter a little bit earlier and decrease my risk by, I think it was about $10, okay? So let's see what happens here. Now again, you are, above 80 on this, which also makes a difference. Also notice that we have had a higher low here. Okay, I'm choosing to ignore this because the stochastics is saying it's probably going to come down. If you also notice, you pretty much have a hidden divergence here. But this is a little bit early. This is potential hidden divergence. Also notice right here, I've got an hour and a half in this binary option. Okay, so I have at least the minimum time recommended. Now while I'm watching this trade, and this goes into management, it doesn't go into signals, it goes into trade management. The one thing that I want to do is just kind of draw a line here off of this low. And the reason is I want to see price break through this low. Again, this is trade management. Okay, now this is important because this did turn out to be a reversal bar, and that tells me that this bar should make a new low. I actually want to see a low lower than this low. Again, this is trade management, has nothing to do with signals. Now over here you can see that we're making lower highs, and on the stochastics we made just about an equal high. Again, this is a type of divergence. And on this bar, and I know this is a high because the volume bar is blue, the delta, which is the difference between buyers and sellers, is below zero. So that tells me that sellers came into this market. I still want to see this low taken out. You see we have a string of blue dots here. So I want this price bar to go beneath these blue dots here. Again, this is using my proprietary indicators, whereas in Nadex we're just using the standard stochastics. Okay, you can see that it did make a low. This bar is lower than this one, but there's a potential for this to be a reversal bar. It has about a minute and a half left, so I'm watching this closely. Not sure what it's going to do yet. Okay, this bar did manage to close below 25.38. So let's see what this bar does. Okay, I just went down to a 5-minute chart, and I don't like what I'm seeing. So I'm just going to go ahead and exit this trade. And I'll show you what I don't like. Okay, this is what I don't like. Do you see how this is at an ATR? Over on the 5-minute chart, and the volume is decreasing on the seller side. The stochastics is below 20. I don't like that, okay? Now, could it break that? Yes, it could. But I've already got profits. Well, I'm going to take the profits. That's my job, okay? So did I make 100% on that trade? No. I made probably about 40%. But I'm not going to let my profits go when I'm seeing that there is weakness here to the downside. Without an increase in these sellers, chances of it going lower are slim. I'm taking my profits.